Oscar Wilde says, "To live is the rarest thing in the world. Some people exist. That's all." He's right. We must live our lives as if today is the last day we can live. As if there is no tomorrow. As if there is no more time for us. Some people waste their lives constantly working on their future, with the idea that they're doing the right thing. But what's the point of working on the future if we don't live the present? John Asnadar.
Hey man.
Sare, how do you feel?
I'm alright, I guess.
What happened?
Well, all I remember is I was with Amanda last night and I suddenly passed out.
Were you guys drinking? You know it's illegal, right?
No. We were flirting, that's all.
Okay, don't think about it. You just have to relax now, okay?
What did the doctors say?
It will take more tests, but there should be nothing to worry about.
That might take a while. How long have you been here?
A couple of hours. They called me when I was at the party.
You must have missed school then, right?
Screw school. I would fare a beer rather than ignoring my friend's situation.
Thanks, man. You're all the family I got left. I'm so lucky to have you.
Dear Mom and Dad, today Sare went to the hospital. He passed out. When I first looked at him, sleeping on that hospital's bed, that scenario reminded me of that time I first met him. You guys should remember that day too. That day of 8 years ago. I hope he has nothing, but I will let you know in the next days. IB is going well, a lot of work though. Especially this year, which is the last one. I feel like it has lasted very little, but at the same time I feel like it's gonna take a while to forget everything and everyone. Moreover, moving on is simple, but isn't it what you leave behind that is hard?
Used to measure how hard it is to stop something. So for example, is it harder to stop a bullet or a truck? Okay. Why is a bullet hard to stop? It's moving very fast, okay? And why is a truck really hard to stop? It's really heavy, isn't it? Okay. So really it makes sense to assume that if the bullet was going twice as fast, it would be twice as hard to stop. And if the truck was twice as big, it would be twice as hard to stop.
That bitch.
What about it?
What do you think of that?
Bullshit. Why doesn't school teach us stuff that could be actually useful for our lives instead of wasting our time with academic honesty and other crap?
Because useful stuff is not school's priority.
It should be.
It's our parents' priority to guide us outside the school.
Yeah, but what if they're not capable of doing that?
Then, what's the matter, Thomas?
My parents work together, and every day they're pushed around by their higher ups, you know? And when they come home, they're too tired to deal with anything else, to deal with me, you know? They just need to relax and sit down, you know?
Thomas, what is it that you have on the skin?
It's nothing.
Wait, let me see again.
Oh, sorry, I gotta go. See you later, man. Close, shut up.
He's fine, thanks.
It shouldn't be easy to follow lessons when a friend of yours is at the hospital, right?
No, indeed. It's not easy, but I can manage it.
Good.
And then the teacher started shouting and she ran out desperately crying.
Sometimes teachers need to understand that with Thomas?
What do you mean?
He's your best friend, right?
It's very hard to have best friends in this country when you know you're gonna leave sooner or later and you're never gonna see them again.
Well, he's a close friend of yours.
Yeah, we're close.
Well, what's wrong with him? Like, he's covering some scars on his arm, and today during the 3 hour when Steven was waking up, he suddenly left.
Steven?
Yes, Steven.
Well, I don't really know much about it, but I'll go talk to him.
Thank you.
I wish it would just be over now. I can't wait to graduate.
Please don't. I still need you. Amanda, when are you coming to visit?
I will, as soon as I can.
You know I love you.
I love you too.
Alright, see you soon.
Was it Amanda?
Yeah, she's fine.
I don't care if she is. I care about you.
I'm fine too.
You are a guy who always thinks about others, other than himself. Don't get me wrong, this is wonderful of you, but I believe this is the right moment to start taking care of yourself.
Results?
Yes, do you want me to open it?
I mean, whatever I have, it'll be over in 2-3 days time.
You have to keep a high morale.
I am positive.
Good. So, do I leave it here?
Nah, you can have a look at it and give it back to the doctors. I don't really care.
Sure.
John, thanks for being here for me.
You gotta stay close to people you consider important. Dear Mom and Dad, I have bad news for you. Sarah has a strong kidney failure. The risk of death is very high. I'm sorry for telling you this by letter, but it's the only way I can communicate with you. You will be kept updated as the situation progresses. I really need you guys at this very moment. I feel like I'm not going to be strong enough to face this challenge. John. Thomas, are you okay? Please.
Hello, John. I was just fucking around.
I was fucking around too.
And you were fucking around with my friend Thomas over here.
Yes, I was.
I thought that Sari was waiting for you. How is he?
You would know if you called.
I will call if you get out of my way and let me play with my dear friend over here.
You have no right to touch him.
Have I not? Who is more important? Sari or Thomas? Go to.
John! John!
John. John, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think I need to go home. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, of course. Go ahead. Wait, will I see you tomorrow?
I think so.
Wait, John. Steven called earlier. He Apparently, you two are great friends now.
How could you do that? What kind of a malicious human being could you be to do such a disgraceful act? Why would you do that?
I'm sorry, okay? But if you would have told me what was wrong with Thomas at the first place, I would have known what to do.
Oh, so now it's my fault now, huh?
This is not what I'm saying.
Yes, this is exactly what you're trying to say. John, I thought you were a good guy. I thought you had a heart. Because of you, Thomas he's afraid of being left alone. And as a result, I'm afraid of leaving him alone.
So why are you here and not with him?
Piece of shit.
James, you don't understand what I'm going through right now. My best friend is at the hospital and he has a strong kidney failure, and this situation is affecting me mentally.
Don't blame it on Sarah's situation. Stephen peed on Thomas's books, and then he pushed his face on the books just because he has a lot of facial hair. You should just be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, Father, tell me, do we get what we deserve? Oh, we get what we deserve. And where down we go, oh, 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 where down we go, oh, 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 so where down we go, oh, 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 way down we go. Oh, you let your feet run wild.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm lost. I cannot find myself anymore. What is happening to Sarah is affecting me mentally, and I knew I was too weak for this. I need your advices at this very moment. I wish you were here to guide me. I've made a really huge mistake today. I left behind a friend who needed my help, who was bullied. You guys know how much I hate bullying. But at that moment, I was realizing I was becoming a bully myself. I'm trying so hard to not keep on thinking about Sarah in and out of school. But around me, there is always something which reminds me of him. A pencil case. A question about him. The sun during the day. The stars during the night. Just myself in a mirror.
So where down we go, way down we go.
Steven, come here. Tell me, what do you see here on this paper?
A black dot could be a 360-degree angle or a point on a graph.
So, you focused on the black dots.
There's nothing else on the paper.
What about the white part of the paper? You focused on the dots, but what about the white part?
What about it?
The same thing happens in your life. Not in your life, in everyone's life. We focus on a black dot, a disease, missing money, complicated relation with the relative, disappointments for a friend. Black dots are small if compared with everything else we have in our lives, but they are the only ones which pollute our minds. I met Sarah 8 years ago, in front of the door of my house. I was looking out of my bedroom's window, waiting for someone to come back. And I saw Sarah crawling on the ground. Therefore, I sprinted down the stairs, opened the door, and took him into the house. He ran away from an orphanage with a broken back. After that, I called an ambulance, and the doctor cured him. A few days later, my parents and I have decided to
Adopt him?
to welcome him in the house, in our family. 8 years later, here we are. He has a strong kidney failure, and I'm amazed he still didn't give up.
He's a strong guy.
The strongest. I'm sorry for what I did. I know Thomas doesn't deserve it.
He attempted suicide yesterday.
I gotta tell you this, James. There's just one person who can stop this. Thomas's best friend. I can support you, but nothing else.
Am I the first one to see Sari?
You are.
What about Amanda?
You are his first visitor. He will sure be happy to see you.
You shouldn't think about the past. You should care about the future.
The present. What's the point of caring about the future if we don't live the present?
sorry you're suffering for me, but I'm okay.
Both of us know you're not okay at all.
John, look. You're an amazing guy. And you should know that things like this should not influence you. You're smart enough.
Looks like an advice for the future.
Come here, man. I wonder what paradise will be like.
Tell me, what do you miss? Is there anything you miss?
I miss school. I miss my friends. You have no idea how good it was to see James again. I miss home.
Oh man, it's so empty without you.
I hope paradise will be as white as we were told it was when we were young, clueless kids. I hope it'll be full of happiness and joy, something I've rarely experienced here. I hope it'll be full of people like you. People who suffer, but are still able to love. I hope I will have a chance to learn what I haven't learned here. I hope it'll be like a mirror, where we can reflect on ourselves and see the good within us. The side we're supposed to be proud of.
Is there anything else you miss?
I hope we have 2 wings to reach paradise.
You already have 2 wings.
What? Really?
Do you wanna see? Dear Mom and Dad, I'm feeling better now. Last night I took Sarah out of the hospital and we both raised our hands up to the sky. There was a lot of wind which was moving our garments, and then I looked around me and I saw so many emotions stirring around me and Sarah, being transported by the same wind which was crawling on our skin. It's incredible, it's fantastic how all the things in the world that can change our mood and that can make us happy are free. Family, affection, love, friends. It was one of your life's lessons. I will never forget that either. My name is Frank Smith, and I believe in friendship. I'm 6 years old, and today was my first day of school. I met my first friends, and I really got their attention. My back became the landing field of paper airplanes and broken pencils. They renamed me Moving Target. They've thrown me a compass on the head. I will never forget this day. My first scar. My name is Frank Smith, and I believe in friendship. My friends also speak behind my back. Yes, they say I have headlights. Maybe that's why nobody ever invites me to parties. My cousin says that they shouldn't do that. But I let them, because I think that sooner or later they will stop.
My name is Frank Smith, and I believe in friendship. I'm 11 years old, and I'm in year 7. My new friends are crazy too. Yes, I gained weight, and they gave me different nicknames, like Fat, Donut, Duster, Wallpaper, Smell of It, Dung, Bowl, Fit. I don't like it. But Christopher is renamed Vomit, so I landed on my feet. The other day they have thrown me in a garbage pail. And when I got out, everybody, including my cousin, was looking at me. They were laughing. How do I go back to school tomorrow? Sometimes I look out of the window and I imagine I can fly away and never come back. My name is Frank Smith, and I believe in friendship. I'm 14 years old, and I started year 11. In my class there are 2 groups, and then there is me. I thought that the best way was to talk the least possible, so they don't see me. Apparently it didn't work. They wrapped me up with duct tape, and they've drawn a penis on my head. My parents finally came to know this. I was tired. Yesterday morning, I got in the sports hall and I pointed the finger at the big guy, and I decided that I wanted to defeat him. Therefore I hugged him. And I won. My name is Frank Smith, and I do believe in friendship.
What is that face? You're the one who should be understanding this presentation because you're the one bullying Thomas. Guys, we're not all perfect. But we have to understand that even the people around us are not perfect. You're all good at it when it comes to hate, gossiping, and ignoring. But where are all of you when it has to come to loving other people? And being there for them when they're in pain. Please, stop it. There's enough pain and sorrow in this world that we have to go through with our stubbornness, bitterness, and resentment. Let us love one another. Let us be kind. Let us forgive. And let us do all that without any exceptions.
Dear Jean, I am writing this letter to you. I write to you today because I am about to leave. I have a long, endless journey waiting for me. An inevitable journey to an unknown place. You were the only one who has been really close to me these years. And it's not only because we have lived together. You saved my life, and you have never stopped protecting me. And I know you hoped until the last second that I would not leave. But good things end sooner or later, and our friendship was the best thing that could ever happen. I wish you the best of luck in the future, because you deserve everything good in your life. If there's something I learned in this world, it's that people pay for their errors and are paid for their efforts. You deserve the right wealth. Don't cry, my dear friend. Adorable, lovely guy. This was my destiny. Since the moment you saved my life 8 years ago, this had to happen. You are my hero. You gave me 8 years of life to live. 8 years where I felt loved. I only apologize because of the fact that these words are the only way I can pay you back. I am flying now, which is all I ever wanted. Therefore, be happy for me. Sari.
Dear Sarah, you have already paid me back. Sometimes simple, sincere words mean more than fake actions. You taught me how to be strong, and this is a lesson I will never forget in the future. Every time I will face hard challenges in life, I will always be thinking of you. I'm happy you're flying, but do not feel alone. Never feel alone, because you're never alone. I'm flying next to you. If there is something I know, is that our friendship will last forever.